Welcome to Jack Talk. I'm Megan Riley. On this episode, we are going to take a look at Delight Ministries, a women's community that is brand new here on SFA's campus. Then we'll get a chance to talk to Casey Muze Williams, the founder of Star Avenue CO, who advocates unity for the community. From there, we will take a further look at a music session featuring hand drums. So don't go anywhere because another episode of Jack Talk starts right now. Welcome back to Jack Talk. Joining me today is Anna Peters and Lucy Castillo, two SFA students who play prominent roles with the new women's community on the SFA campus, Delight Ministries. Thank you both so much for joining me today. First, can you start by telling me what exactly Delight Ministries is?
Yeah, so Delight Ministries is a nationwide ministry centered around college women, and it's just kind of a weekly Bible study to just kind of foster vulnerability and community and just kind of transform stories.
Awesome. So what are your roles in Delight?
My role is the book coordinator, so at our meetings I will sell books to the girls that come, and also I keep inventory of them.
And my role is team director, so I'm kind of more behind the scenes communicating with Delight headquarters, making sure we have everything so that we can be an established organization at SFA.
So was it y'all that wanted to get Delight here, or was it more just like a group of people that just wanted to start it here?
Yeah, so I'm actually a transfer student, and at my last college I was a part of Delight, and it just really was something I was passionate about. And once I transferred to SFA, I saw that there wasn't a chapter here, and I just kind of felt prompted to get one started. So the 6 other leaders that are leading with me have just been like answered prayers and so willing and excited about it as well.
What's the overall mission of Delight? Like, what's it all about?
The mission is to really form a community of women so we can draw closer to the Lord in community with each other and just really like have it as a vulnerable, safe place for us all to come and be together.
Do y'all meet every week, or is it just all through like social media connecting and like communicating, or do y'all have weekly meetings?
We meet weekly on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And so that's a time to dive into the book and get really like intentional with each other and hear what the Lord has to say. But we also do outside events probably around once a month, but we'll do like community events and service events and that type of thing too.
So during a meeting, is it just based on the book? Like what all goes on during the meetings?
So in the meeting, we'll start just open up, say hey to everyone. We'll usually have some kind of icebreaker or something to just hang out for a little bit, and then we'll dive into the main part. So our Delight is run like basically around our book, and so then we'll dive deeper into the story that the girls will have read before they come there, and we'll go into discussion questions and just talk about it.
It's new this semester, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So how did y'all get the word out about it?
Yeah, so social media has been like a really big promotion type of thing for us. All of our schedules are so different, and all of us are so busy, so we've had trouble like tabling and that kind of thing. But yeah, social media for sure, just word of mouth. People are more likely to come if you personally invite them in. So.
How many members do y'all have so far?
The turnout's been a little different every week. We had a kickoff party, and we had close to about 50 girls show up, so that was really cool. It was a great turnout. And then every week we have about 20 to 30 girls come regularly. So
That's so awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Cool. So did all the members know each other before, or is it just a bunch of diverse, different students and stuff?
There's quite a few faces that I've never seen before, which is super exciting to get to know everyone. But yeah, everyone is welcome, and a lot of underclassmen tend to join our meetings too, since they're already on campus, and we've tried to get the word out. But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty diverse group, and we've all really enjoyed getting to know each other.
What are some of the ways that y'all try to build friendships with the girls? Because I think we were talking earlier and y'all said something about the delight dates. What's
Yes.
that all about?
So delight dates, when every girl comes in on Thursday nights, we'll write your name down on a little slip and it gets put in this bowl. And toward the end of our meeting, we'll draw 2 names, and those 2 girls will exchange numbers and everything. And then basically the idea is like during that meeting and the time of the next meeting, they'll just meet up for a delight date, which can be either going out to get coffee or it can just be doing homework together. And it's basically just to like build stronger like personal friendships within like the larger scheme of everyone.
That's so cool. So Anna, as the book coordinator, tell me a little bit about the book.
Yeah, so this is our book right here. So it's cute and girly, but inside every week it has a chapter that we'll go over, and it's a testimony or a story by a college girl written for us college girls. And so it touches on subjects such as relationships, friendships, vulnerability, loneliness. And so there'll be a story about that. They'll come to the meeting and we'll go over discussion questions. And then also within the book are daily devotionals that you can read leading up to the next meeting.
So the topics in the book, do you think it plays a prominent role in their lives, or like what are the outcomes from the topics that y'all read in the book?
Yeah, for sure. The book is definitely catered toward college women and their struggles and just basic college life. And so it's really interesting to read these stories because like in a church setting, you don't always hear topics about like feeling beautiful or like knowing your worth or whatever. So it's really cool to see how other college women just across the nation still like have the same stories and same testimonies, and I think it's more impactful that way too.
What do you hope that Delight brings for the SFA community and just the students on campus?
So through Delight, I hope that every girl that comes can find deeper friendships in a community that we can grow closer to the Lord with.
Well, thank y'all so much, Lucy and Anna, for joining us today to talk about Delight Ministries. I'll have to come check it out myself. Sounds really exciting. So when we come back, we'll take a look at Star Avenue CO and all the good that it's doing for the Nacogdoches community. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Jack Talk. Joining me in the studio is Casey Muze Williams, the founder of Star Avenue CO here in Nacogdoches. Thank you so much for joining me, Casey. So first, can you tell me what exactly Star Avenue CO is?
It's an effort to advance unity in the community through art, music, and creativity.
So what's the overall mission, you would say?
Be kind to you today.
Be kind to you today?
Yeah.
I like that. It's very powerful. What led you to want to start Star Avenue CO?
I had a hand drum, carried it on my back a bunch of times, got a bunch of shows and got a bunch of gigs, and I just noticed a need to bridge the gaps, or a want to bridge the gap, and a way, an opportunity to do that through music. Started with bonfires at my house and invited people to come out and participate, and it grew from there.
How did you learn to play the hand drum, or did you just teach yourself?
I learned how to play traditional drums before that, just a drum set or drum kit or snare drum when I was in band in school. I taught myself how to play hand drums after that, and specifically been playing hand drums for the last 4 years or so.
Man, well, that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about your motto, Unity for the Community. Why exactly do you spell it with one M?
It worked out that way because for marketing purposes, it's really cool because people ask me about it. And so I get the opportunity to explain why I do that and what it means to have community or community instead of the normalized interpretation or perception of community.
So I know you're very passionate about music. Tell me a little bit about how you would bring hand drums into the community in Nacogdoches.
I take a hand drum, I put it on the corner, and I say, here, play.
Yeah.
And I just say, hey, bring some more. Here, play.
So did that play a major role in the development of Star Avenue CO?
That started everything.
Started everything?
Everything.
So tell me a little bit about the bonfires that you would have at your house.
I literally started them, and I invited a bunch of people to come. It started with having so many people come out. There was like 60 to 70 people in the first one. Then it dropped to like 10. Then it dropped to like 5. Then we had like 2. Then we had like 5. And we only did like 7 of those. And then someone was like, hey, this would be really cool in the city of Nac. And so I'm like, yeah.
Well, you should definitely do another one because that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
And play some hand
We'll
drums.
work on that.
Yeah. What ways do you express positivity and fellowship?
Well, for starters, just having this conversation is one of my ways of doing that. The slogan or the motto, "Be kind to you today," is literally how I do that. I walk up to people or I treat them with kindness. Kindness is really big for me. Gratitude is really big for me. A lot of those normal things that are cliche that your parents tell you as a kid, that as you get older, you're like, oh, that's true. Those things are really big for me.
Yeah. Do you play hand drums just in Nacogdoches, whenever, even before Star Avenue CO, or did you go to like other towns?
I played drums in Nacogdoches before that because I had just moved to Nac, and so I only did that in Nac. Before that, I did in a church that I went to in Longview, which is where I'm from.
Would you ever expand Star Avenue CO to larger cities like Houston or Dallas?
Not Houston, maybe Dallas because I'm from Dallas, so I have somewhat of a connection there. So that's really the only reason why I'd go back to Dallas. But Houston, not really, because there's so many other communities that I feel like need the advancement of community other than Houston that don't have as many opportunities as Houston does.
So if you were to expand, go to smaller like towns and stuff?
Well, like, because we do Center, we do Livingston, we do Lufkin, of course we do Nac, we do a couple other places. We do Tyler, we do Longview.
So what ways can the community benefit from Star Avenue CO and all that you're advocating?
Seeing love and connection in a different way.
Does social media play a role in Star Avenue CO?
Social media is huge. Social media is everything. It's Instagram is big, Facebook is big, Snapchat is actually pretty big as well. That's how we get the word out in a mass way. Yeah.
Well, we were talking earlier about the music sessions that you have, so why don't you tell me a little bit more?
They're open invitation, free form. You can come, you can bring a hand drum, you can bring a guitar, you can bring whatever music instrument you want to bring. You can bring a stick and beat on it if you want to. You can bring feet to dance with, you can bring a voice to sing with, you can bring a poem that you want to recite. You can recite stuff off the top of your head. It's very free-flowing and just safe place providing. And so that's that's the intention behind that, is to advocate for those things.
So what if you're kind of like me and you don't know how to play an instrument that well? Can people still come?
You can come, you can sit on the side, you can enjoy from afar, or you can participate. I'll just encourage you to count to 4 and then create and find your 4 count in every rhythm that you could possibly find. And if you can't, it's okay.
For those music sessions, do you provide, if they don't have instruments, do you provide the hand drums and stuff?
I provide about 30 hand drums.
Where did you get all these hand drums? Did you make them or anything?
I don't make any of them. Some of them I purchased, some of them have actually been donated over the last 3 years. Some of them are made by Enrique Mongia, which you guys met the other day when you came out. He is a Salvadorian native who now lives in Nac, and he makes hand drums. He's a good friend of mine.
Last Friday, you went to Macklemore's to an event about, it was like a music event with band stuff, and you talked in between them. Tell us a little bit about that and what you did between those segments.
It was a mental health awareness show, and mental health is big for me, just because I believe it's one of the downfalls of not feeling like you can have the platform or you can feel open to speak about the things that you're going through in life. And so I was asked to speak about mental health awareness and mental health well-being, and so I graciously welcomed that.
I went to that, and it was really just powerful, your message. So what exactly were you trying to provoke and advocate while you were there talking?
A few things. You are worth it. You are loved and you are important, and it's okay that you struggle. And I'm here if you struggle, or other people around that you are here that if you struggle. And also just provide them with the hotline number to call, because I'm actually a licensed professional anyway.
So don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll take you on an inside look at a music session my team and I attended earlier this week, featuring Casey and his hand drums. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Jack Talk. Earlier this week, I was able to attend a music session featuring hand drums that was put on by Casey Muze Williams, founder of Star Avenue CO, as well as Star Avenue CO affiliate Enrique Mongoya. Not only did I get hands-on experience with the hand drums, but I was able to learn more about the beauty behind music and all that Star Avenue CO provokes. Take a look.
Hey guys, it's Megan and I am here at Casey's place and we are about to do some hand drumming. Ready?
Hand drums and music have been a huge influence on Casey's passion for advocating mental wellness and joy. With over 25 hand drums, Casey believes that through his music, as well as music in general, the arts can provide a place of positivity. Casey names all of his hand drums based on some significant meaning. One of his drums he named Kansani, meaning courage from a lion, and flowing freely like Dasani water, meaning Kansani.
Now, this is Kansani. This is Kente. Kente's got a brother named Kunta. Why are you laughing about that? This is Raj and this is Regina. Check it out, man. This is Honey and this is Sasha.
Hello, my name is Enrique Monguilla and I work with Casey Muze Williams at Star Avenue Music Sessions. We like to make drum circles in the community. We like to share all of those skills. We like to promote the community. We like to support each other about artists, about music, about love with the people, love with your community. That's the main goal about why we make this drum circles, why we are playing around town every time. It's just like that. Star Avenue Music Sessions is love, is community, is support us, is peace by drums.
One of Casey's favorite hand drums to play is the djembe, one of West Africa's best-known instruments. Casey favors this hand drum because of the meaning behind its name, which is everyone gathered together. This is similar to his motto, Unity for the Community. Enrique came from El Salvador about 3 years ago and has incorporated his culture into hand drums. One of Enrique's go-to hand drums to play is the cajon, which he also makes by hand. The art shown was created by a local Nacogdoches artist named Brittany, who also is a part of Star Avenue CO.
I'm Dana Morales. I just did my first drum session, and I gotta say, I feel really refreshed right now. I think I could be a pro at this, so keep an eye out someday.
Thank you so much, Casey, for joining me today, and I enjoyed learning all about Star Avenue CO.
Oh, we enjoyed having you. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have to do the bonfire for sure. So you can learn more about Star Avenue CO by following them on social media at Star Avenue CO. Join us next week for more exciting news and entertainment here in the Piney Woods. For SFA-TV's Jack Talk, I'm Megan Riley.